All right, we're still waiting for our stencil paste to dry, but while we're waiting, let's put our snowman together. So I've got all the pieces die cut and ready to go. So the great thing about this snowman is you don't have to glue on a whole bunch of tiny little pieces to create the detail. It's got it right in the layers. So I'm going to put this one, this white layer over the black one first. And all of these are from the same snowman die. Oh, there, I was wondering where I put my package, but I put it to the side here. So it's from this little snowman die here. He's super, super cute. It's called Mr. Frost. And just like the hills, he goes together in layers. There we go. And then his hat. Now the hat has a little, whatever that thing's called, that gets die cut at the same time. You could die cut it twice out of 2 different colors in order to get it to be 2 different colors. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that, whoops. A moment there, I wasn't thinking. I put glue all over the back side of the hat and didn't really actually need it. So I'm just going to put that there for a moment and put my acrylic block there to hold it down. Now you could do this before or after you assemble your hat. You could wait and do this coloring afterwards. I like to do it ahead of time, that way if I accidentally get a little bit off of the piece, I don't have to worry about it. So this is a Copic marker. It's an alcohol marker, and once I go and glue it down, the wetness from the glue is not going to affect the Copic marker in any way. You could also use a dye-based marker. You'll just want to be careful with your glue just to make sure that you don't accidentally get a little bit on the, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So you don't get a little bit on the marker. You don't want it to start to run. Now we've got his little scarf. And the scarf has a second layer. It's just going to add a little bit of extra detail. I always love it when you get extra detail without a whole lot of extra work. Now for these die cuts, I'm not inking or shading them or anything, but you certainly could. If you wanted to get a little bit of extra depth in them, you could take an ink pad and a blending brush and you could ink around the edges just to get some shadows in there. I chose to do it very simple for this one because a lot of the detail, in my opinion, is in the shaker part of the shaker card. So I didn't want to overwhelm you with too many steps. Now the little nose is quite tiny, so use the tweezers. There we go. And the top layer of the nose is even tinier, so definitely using the tweezers for that. And just like the hills, there are little indents where the extra layers on top are supposed to go. So it makes it very handy and easy to see exactly where everything goes. All right, put that last arm behind there. So I'm gonna let that dry. This is probably gonna be dry about the same time as my stencil paste will be. So once everything is dry, we are going to start assembly.